Here are some of the stories we have this week.
VA plans to save big by redefining Workspace at central office.
Secretary Shinseki highlights the American Legion Convention in Houston.
And VA regional offices nationwide are reporting success reducing the backlog.
I'm Yvonne Reynolds with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion.
And I'm Nick Antonetti with the Office of Information and Technology. We'll be right back.
We used to get together every week. She's been home from her last deployment for months now, and I haven't seen her once.
He's just been different since he got back from Iraq. One minute he's ready to go, and the next he doesn't want anyone around.
The nightmares are back and seem to be getting worse. Shouldn't he be sleeping better after all these years?
A lot of people don't understand what veterans go through during their service or when they come back. And that's okay.
But everyone can help.
You can make a difference in the life of a veteran.
You stood by us when we were in uniform. So stand by us now.
Like my brother did. And he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Like my wife did when she asked the right questions.
Like my friend did when she made the call.
Stand by them. They stood by you. Visit veteranscrisisline.net.
VA Central Office is undergoing a major space-saving initiative that began in June in response to a presidential directive to eliminate wasteful spending on federal real estate. The VA Central Office Blueprint for Success is part of a major effort by VA to cut down on rent costs, the second largest VA expense after salaries. The space-saving efforts, scheduled to be complete by the end of this calendar year, are divided into two phases. Employees will be placed in swing spaces while renovations are made, so more employees can occupy the same workspace. VA will save $5 million in 2014 and $30 million over the next 5 years. For more information on the space-saving initiative, you can visit the link on the screen or contact your office space liaison.
Secretary Shinseki was a primary speaker at the American Legion Annual Convention in Houston recently. As part of the introduction of Secretary Shinseki, the Legion premiered this video of its work with VA to reduce the claims backlog.
The backlog is real, but no one is standing at parade rest.
Between 2009 and 2012, VA processed 2.9 million benefits claims applications. But during that same span, 3.5 million new claims were entered into the system. 3 new healthcare conditions were listed as service-connected related to Agent Orange exposure, adding some 250,000 new claims to the system. At the same time, American troops coming home from the war in Iraq and Afghanistan were turning to VA for help. The backlog grew. VA and the veterans of our nation needed solutions, not explanations. Suddenly, the backlog was dominating national headlines.
I met with the president on February the 28th. He invited me to the White House and talked about the backlog VA claims, and I talked to him about that the American Legion was there to help, that we can help. We got like 2,700 service officers all around the country. Last week, they come out with that the new veterans that are filing claims today, that if they file a fully developed claim between August the 5th and August the 6th of next year, of 2014, that they can get even a 1-year back pay.
The American Legion believes that while it's going to take all of us and several processes to help eliminate the backlog, that the FDC is certainly a great tool in helping to do that. The fully developed claims process will help cut down on the backlog because this process will allow the veteran to take a more active role in how their claim is being adjudicated.
Today we have cleared more than 20% of the backlog over the last 5 months that has existed at the peak of the backlog, which was 611,000 claims in March of this last year. And it's continuing to steadily come down in large part because of VSO support, American Legion support, our all-in approach, our partnership. American Legion took the leadership role to build this community of practice. We have seen a doubling, literally, of the fully developed claims. Last year, we were around 60,000 claims that came in through the entire year. This year, we're at 120,000 receipts of fully developed claims. That's going to make a big difference in terms of the speed by which and the quality by which we can do those claims. I just want to thank the leadership of American Legion. I want to thank all of the service officers out there who have said, yep, we're in, we're all in too, just like I'm all in. I really just want to thank you for your commitment to help us do the very best that we can do together in terms of meeting the needs of our veterans, their family members, and their survivors. So thank you very much.
Secretary Shinseki's primary message to Legionnaires was that the goal is no backlog, all claims adjudicated in no more than 125 days, and 98% accuracy adjudicating benefit claims.
No veteran should have to wait to receive earned benefits. The claims backlog is a decades-old problem, and my guess is if I were to go and do a research here, this has probably been an issue for a century. We committed to eliminating the backlog, not reducing, not better managing, but eliminating the backlog. No claim over 125 days, 98% accuracy the first time through on our work. We've said all along it would take time for us to put together the plan and resource it to solve this correctly, and we have done that. We're not going to leave this for another secretary and another president to wrestle with. The president wants this fixed, and we are on track to eliminate the backlog in 2015. On 25 March 2013, it hit the high water mark of a little over 611,000 claims. It's a huge number. Yesterday, the backlog fell to below 472,000 claims. Now look, folks, while the number is important, the drop is equally important. What that means is the backlog has come down 140,000 claims in the last 155 days. By the end of 2013, claims more than a year old will be out of the system, and we'll be focused on takedown of that backlog by the end of 2013, so that leaves us 2 years to finish the job we promised 4 years ago that we would end in 2015. Barring any changes in entitlements, I put a caveat out there. If there's another Agent Orange decision to be made, you know where I stand on those things. So barring any entitlements, this number is the number we're focused on. This number will continue to fall, and VA remains committed to eliminating the backlog in 2015.
Secretary Shinseki has been speaking at many of the Veteran Service Organization's annual conventions this summer. He also has been making the rounds to many of VA's regional offices to check on the results of the processes put into place to reduce veterans' claims backlog.
At last count, the Secretary had visited more than 30 of the 56 regional offices, and almost all have reported a dramatic reduction of claims. Here, he is speaking after a visit to the large 788-employee regional office in Waco, Texas.
For the long term, we had to get out of paper. We've been astride a river of paper for decades. And so we've created an automation system that allows us to digitally process claims. It's called VBMS, Veterans Benefits Management System. 2 years in development, VBMS will transform how we operate as a system. Installed here in Waco in May of this year, 2013, VBMS is now fielded in all 56 regional offices ahead of schedule. And we'll continue to upgrade and improve VBMS based on the feedback that we receive from our users, our workforce, our employees. And we will add features and tools that make it faster and easier to process claims. We are committed to eliminating the backlog, as I indicated. More to be done, but we're well launched. In the last 5 months alone, the backlog is down about 20%, as we tackle claims for veterans who have waited the longest, and will continue to make progress. I would just say, when I lived in Central Texas last, people like to say you can't wring your hands and roll your sleeves up at the same time. You got to do one or the other. And we've chosen to roll our sleeves up and to get after this backlog.
A poster created by West Palm Beach VA Medical Center graphics artist John Magine has been selected for VA materials for Veterans Day 2013. The Army Special Forces Vietnam veteran is also a veteran of the annual poster competition. The winning poster is featured on the cover of the Veterans Day program at the Arlington National Cemetery and sent to more than 100,000 schools. This is the third time Magine's work has been selected. He also created the posters for Veterans Day 2008 and Veterans Day 2011. He starts thinking about his next poster right after Veterans Day ends. It appears he has what anyone would call a winning formula.
Did you know the Veterans Health Administration has developed and implemented a number of campaigns to recruit healthcare providers, including doctors, nurses, and other professionals to work at its more than 1,400 medical facilities? Check out the VHA job scene at the web address on the screen, where videos like these show potential employees how VA healthcare providers serve America's heroes.
No other system lets you take your license from state to state. No other system integrates patient care so holistically, places such advanced technology in the hands of practitioners, has the privilege of caring exclusively for our nation's veterans. There's no other system like the Veterans Health Administration. Bring your medical and healthcare skills to VA. Visit vacareers.va.gov.
That's our show for this week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Nick Antonetti.
And I'm Yvonne Reynolds. We're glad we could be part of your day. Have a great day and the rest of your week.